Rated T for Teen.
Welcome back to Twisted Metal. I am Calypso.
Those fans and players of TM2 will instantly, I believe, enjoy Twisted Metal head-on. It is a lot like Twisted Metal 2. You've got a lot of your favorite characters that you remember. It plays a lot like it. Twisted Metal Head-On, as the title kind of suggests, was a game that we created from the ground up, intended for the PSP.
It combines the best of both worlds of people that enjoy playing shooters and people that enjoy racing, and meshing those together.
Kind of a derivative of the Twisted Metal storyline, which is about the nemesis Calypso.
Let the games begin!
In Twisted Metal, there are many other characters that compete in this competition in order to win one wish. Now, this wish is anything they desire.
And the graphics are sharp, they're pretty, they're colorful, the sound is great. Even if you're in the car for 5 minutes, you can go in there, you can turn it on, you can play it. You got to get out, you just hit a switch, you just get right back out. That's a feature I think everybody wished we had in the old Twisted Metals. We did a good mix of large environments and small environments and medium-sized.
I think the Paris level is a beautiful level. It's just great to look at. There's a lot of area to go to. It's a big level. Paintings, you're going to see the little French bistros out front.
There'll be some familiar faces, like in TM2 there was a Russian bowl. We updated that with the Colosseum. We went from Rome up to Russia, duplicated Red Square.
Another one of my favorites is the Monaco level. I love racing games and I love to race, and there is the Monaco racetrack in that level. And that is just a lot of fun. There are actual F1 cars coming at you.
You get to go all over the world and blow things up.
What we've done in Twisted Metal Head-On is we've added a feature that we haven't had in past Twisted Metals, as far as having a mini bonus game.
Bonus levels is a new addition to Twisted. It's something that we're all excited about. We were able to manage to squeeze into this little box another little mini game into every level.
We've got everything from an obstacle course to a shooting rink to a slalom. They're all different and varied from level to level.
While you're in a level, you can pop into a mini bonus game, obtain pickups and health without being in the middle of battle.
I really do enjoy kind of being able, at my own pace, to kind of hone my skills and take a break from the gameplay. You can do them repeatedly, as many times as it takes for you to get that perfect score that you want, and that's kind of my favorite thing about it.
One of the play modes in Twisted Metal Head-On is story mode, in which you play through every level, and at the end of the game, you get your final movie for people that don't have a lot of time to play would be either a challenge or endurance mode, something that you can pop in and play a quick game and be on your way.
One of the great things about the PSP is that it is a Wi-Fi unit. Ad hoc allows you to play with up to 5 other players within your close proximity.
You could be sitting in a movie theater, somebody else has the PSP and they've got your game there, you both could just hook right up real quick.
In infrastructure, there are also 2 types. There is a LAN mode. Both LAN mode and internet mode require you to have an access point. Through that access point, in the LAN mode, you can play people kind of anywhere else there were near an access point. The internet option does allow you to go through your access point to a server, whether it be to a server here in your own state, will it be to a server states away, you can play that person. The great thing about Twisted Metal Head-On as a car combat game is it was actually created by the originators of the car combat genre. I mean, these are the guys that started it all from the beginning.
We seem to have always hit on the formula of making a good car combat game. It's that mixture of taking what's fun in an arcade game and mixing it with what would be real.
Coming up, a rematch of the 2004 World Series, as it'll be the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Boston Red Sox. And hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to call balls and strikes. Alongside me, my partner Dave Campbell. And Dave, what should we keep an eye on in this matchup?
Well, Matt, the Red Sox didn't have much trouble dispatching the Cardinals in 4 games in last year's World Series, so you have to figure that for the time being, they've got St. Louis's number. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fenway faithful set to go now as David Eckstein digs in to get us started. The pitch. Here's one hit towards the hole. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out.
Leadoff batter's gone here. It's always good for a pitcher's confidence to get that first guy.
Larry Walker will stand in.
Right fielder, Larry Walker.
Swinging a high chopper down the line at third. There to play it is Miller. Throw will be well late as he reaches at first. So a runner at first with 1 man gone. And here comes Pujols. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Oh, and 1 pitch to Albert. Here it comes. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Not wasting any time here. He's coming right after him.
Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Bellhorn backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. So a runner at first with 2 away, and here comes Roland.
Scott Rowland.
From the stretch. Line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, you'll see this fastball catches far too much of the plate. You're just feeding a batter's strength when you leave it there.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and in steps Jim Edmonds. Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that's in there, base hit. The throw into second, but he'll be in there easily.
Well, they tried to pull the string on the changeup that time, but it looked a little like the arm action might have given him away there.
So our situation has the bases loaded, 2 men out, and the well-traveled veteran Reggie Sanders stands in.
Reggie Sanders.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. And this one is off the catcher's glove, and that might be a run. And it is a run.
Don't quite know why the other runners would stay put here, but the run comes in anyway.
Lined up the middle. That's in there. Base hit. Throw into third. And that's 3 straight hits off of Schilling here as he's off to a very rocky start in the first inning. John Mabry will be the batter.
Designated hitter, John Mabry.
Now he'll step off. Now a spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. And this is in the dirt here as it bounds a few feet away. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And he misses again, ball 3. Has a look, now the pitch. Stopped by the post office to get stamps on the way to mailing in that swing. It's 3-2 now.
And now with a full count and 2 down, these runners should be on the move here.
In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Well, you want to talk about the importance of getting off to a good start on the road. This has got to be more than they imagined, as this will extend the lead even further.
Mark Grudzielanek will get his first shot at it here.
Second baseman, Mark Grudzielanek.
On the ground down the first base line. And he'll step on first for the out. The side is retired. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Cards lead it 5-0. Starting lineup for the Red Sox looks like this. Leading things off is the speedy Johnny Damon. He's in center field. Johnny Damon will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. Late swing and a ball line foul into the seats past the third base dugout. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Got to shorten up your swing now and try to protect the outer half.
Pitch is mishandled behind the plate and it bounces away. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Well, he just helps him out with this one. Have a look. They set up away, and this thing's a good foot off the plate, but he chases it anyway.
To right field. Walker is there, 2 down. Manny Ramirez will take his first cuts of the ball game here.
Manny Ramirez.
Swing and a ball hit hard to third. Right there is Roland. Throw in time and the side is retired. Very strong inning for Mulder there. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Cardinals are out in front, 5-0. Yadier Molina leads things off now in the top half of the second.
For the Cardinals. Catcher, Yadier Molina.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And that'll be off the green monster in left.
Well, that's one of the problems playing here in Fenway. Watch as he gets to this thing quickly off the wall, and that forces a runner to hold it first with just a single.
David Eckstein will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Shortstop, David Eckstein.
And this is low, ball 1.
Sometimes guys go down and get the soft stuff. Not there.
And he misses low with it, 2-0. Nobody out, runner on first. 2-1. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Miller is there, and he'll bring this one in. Larry Walker will step in. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And that'll fall. And we'll see here. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double. And not nearly in time as the run scores easily.
And that's the benefit of having veterans like this in your ball club. This guy's been doing this for quite a while now.
Albert Pujols will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pitch out. Nothing doing. That's by him for strike 1.
He needs to stay back and let that pitch come to him.
And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
And Schilling will certainly use both sides of the plate as this game goes along.
Now a ground ball towards the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a relay home. And not nearly in time as the run scores easily.
Get a look at this from our camera above home plate. You see how much of the plate this catches, and guys will not miss these.
Scott Rowland is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Working quickly here. Let's see if they try to finish him off.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's ready now, the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, as we saw in the playoffs, Schilling's just as unhittable now as he ever was. He just threw that one by him.
Jim Edmonds will step in now.
Center fielder, Jim Edmonds.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Don't think he liked the call right there.
Pause, now the pitch. Left field. Manny's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Cardinals lead it 7-0. David Ortiz will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Leading off for the Red Sox, first baseman, David
Swing and a
Ortiz.
miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike. Now the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
What on earth is he swinging at?
Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And Pujols will simply step on first to record the out.
This is just a case of a guy having to protect with 2 strikes, and he chased one out of the zone.
Trot Nixon will stand in for the first time here.
Right fielder, Trot Nixon.
First pitch curveball swung out and missed. Strike 1.
Man, he looked like he was playing cricket on that one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, look at this. Throw gets him at first, and that was a magnificent play.
They don't come much better than this. Watch how he lays out, then gathers himself and makes a great throw for the out.
Edgar Renteria steps in now.
Batting 6th, the shortstop, Edgar Renteria.
And this is pulled hard but foul. They brought their gloves for that one out there. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit.
Let's check this out from our overhead camera and see how he reaches those arms out to cover the outside part of the plate. That's a great job of not trying to do too much up there.
Jason Varitek will take his cuts now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
And with a few pitches to play with, let's see if they get him to chase something here.
Now a swing and a fly ball. comes set, now the pitch. Swing and the liner towards second. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Through two here at the ballpark. Cards lead it 7-0. Reggie Sanders ready to go here as we begin the third.
Reggie Sanders.
The gods of Olympus have abandoned me. Now there is no hope.
And Kratos cast himself from the highest mountain in all of Greece. After 10 years of suffering, 10 years of endless nightmares, it would finally come to an end. Death would be his escape from madness. But it had not always been this way. Kratos had once been a champion of the gods.
Foul beast! I will send you back to the depths of Hades!
away from me! I know who you are, Spartan. I know what you've done. I would rather die than be saved by you. Visions, they were real! The gods came to me, told me their champion would come and rescue us from the Hydra. But you're too late! We're pinned down! These creatures, they came from nowhere. The ships are all destroyed. All hope is lost, Spartan. Even for you.
the Poseidon.
Kratos, before you reach Athens, there is a task you must complete. This beast, this Hydra, it has terrorized my seas for far too long. Your skills are admirable, but you will need assistance. You will need the power of the gods. Take this weapon, Kratos. Take this power and use it to defeat your enemies.
Go with the gods, Kratos. Go forth in the name of Olympus.
Get them away from the ship! Why won't they die? It's the giant one! He keeps healing the others! No, God! We'll never get out of here! Doomed! We're doomed! We're all... Poseidon, save me!
War-ravaged Athens. Legions of undead soldiers. Greek mythology's greatest beasts. And a deceptive god are no match for the fury of one vengeful warrior. God of War.
I think right now the action-adventure genre is really sort of experiencing almost like a calm before the storm. God of War is the storm, and when this thing arrives, both from a sales standpoint, from a critical standpoint, and really most importantly from a player satisfaction standpoint, people are really going to go, oh my God, this is what we've been waiting for.
We've had 3 years working on this project. The artists and designers have spent their time making making everything look absolutely exceptional.
It's a big game, big team, big budget. We're, really trying to find that AAA title and a new franchise.
God of War is this tale of a Spartan warrior tricked by the gods, avenging his family's death.
It's all set in ancient Greece. You play an anti-hero called Kratos. He's kind of a slave to Ares, the god of war.
He's a very evil character, very destructive, and he's in this world that's in chaos.
God of War is epic in every sense of the word. Our combat is epic. The enemies you fight are epic. The boss fights are huge. Right out of the gate, you're going to be fighting stuff that you've never seen before.
The game is really to make you feel like you're in an adventure. It's an epic adventure. It's to really make you forget that it's a game. That's really what the whole goal is.
Our combat is fluid, it's dynamic, you can link moves together in any way you want to.
And that is something that we've paid a lot of attention to in God of War, is trying to make sure that the movement, in addition to being really, really cool, had a natural flow to it.
You've got all kinds of really cool weapons like the Medusa head, the Zeus thunderbolts. You can raise the dead from Hades to come up and fight by your side.
It's not just about the combat, it's about thinking, it's about solving puzzles, it's about creatively using the skills that your character has and learning the new skills as the game progresses and using those to overcome any obstacle in your way.
Every time they're in an environment, it's new and it's fresh and it's not something that they've already experienced.
You just feel like, wow, this is a different kind of world. You're traveling into the actual art. It's a really neat experience. You're just thrown into a completely different reality.
When you play all of these elements and they're seamlessly integrated with each other, you really are going to get lost in the world of God of War.
The feeling that we're trying to give the player, it's going to be an experience unlike anybody's had before.
The thing that makes God of War really special and really exceptional is that we are providing the player a true adventure. We're giving gamers the whole package. We are giving them the ability to be the star of this great epic quest. And when the back of the game box says you're going to go on this adventure, God of War is really going to send you there. There's a hunger, there's a desire for this genre, and we think we're doing it right now better than anybody. So at the very least, play a demo, give it to somebody that really knows games or even doesn't know games, and see if they like it. And if they do, please, get behind us and help us get this game out to people, because obviously we're kind of screwed if you guys don't like it, so I hope you do.
Okay, so this is the God of War game director commentary track. I'll say this to start with. I'm a little wary to do commentary tracks just because I've seen some game companies do them, and they always seem a little pretentious and presumptuous. Just because it's like, I don't know, we're not a movie, we're a game, and maybe this doesn't apply, but we figured we'd give it a shot and see if it works. So obviously this is the opening of the game. This is Linda Hunt doing the narration. She was in Dune, she was in Silverado. I think her voice is awesome, and I wanted her from the very beginning of this game to do the voice, because I definitely thought, she really kind of gives this kind of nobility to the narration, and it really felt like a Greek myth kind of being retold. This level, the Hydra level, was the first level, actually was the last level that we designed, the very last level. And the idea behind it was that we figured, okay, cool, we'll understand the technology at this point, and we'll know our limitations, and we'll know the strengths and weaknesses of the team, and we'll have the best, we'll save sort of the best for last in terms of, the knowledge that we need to design levels. We'll be firing on all cylinders. And the problem ended up happening was that by the time we got done with the game, and this is the last level, I was so out of ideas and so out of inspiration, and I just really wanted to be done. And I think the level from a production standpoint is really phenomenal. The whole idea was to create like the opening of an Indiana Jones movie or a James Bond movie where we thrust you right into the action. And I think that really worked well. But I think from a standpoint of just sort of level design, it's a little too linear for me. I wish there would have been a bit more branching to the paths, and it's a little too simple. I think it works for the game because it's the first level, and it's okay that it's not too complicated, but I do regret that we designed it so late in the game. One of the things we definitely wanted to do right from the get-go is really establish Kratos as a character and sort of this sort of brutal, vicious warrior. And I tried, and you'll see as you go through the level, a number of places where we're sort of, be it dealing with the Hydras or be it dealing with some of the, the NPCs like the captain at the end of the level, really wanting to make sure that this guy came off as a total vicious kind of jerk. So right from the very beginning, you're like, okay, we're sort of staking a claim that this isn't just sort of your normal action hero. He's definitely got issues. Originally, this opened when you were fighting the Hydra. Like immediately, you were fighting one of the giant, monster heads, and I really, cinematically, I think that works great. You hit start and you're immediately into the battle. And we sort of have that here, but the problem was I actually went out and I rented a bunch of games, like 4 or 5 games that I had never played before, just never even picked up a controller on. And I was just like, can I play these games right from the get-go? And if they thrust me into an action sequence, would I know what to do? And it was just, it just was a nightmare. It didn't work. And if we would have put you in the middle of a battle, with this really big boss right from the beginning, people would have just been getting slaughtered and frustrated, and it might have been cinematic for someone watching it, but for someone playing it, it would have been really bad. So we definitely needed to give the player a little bit of training, which is what that opening shot or opening scene was on the boat. And now this is sort of what the original opening of the game was, where you were immediately fighting the Hydra from the get-go. We actually originally hear, as you're seeing the little training messages popping up on the screen, originally there was this little fairy creature, this little tiny lightning bug kind of creature that kind of flittered over Kratos' shoulder, and the gods had sent him. It was like a muse or something, and it was like, here's how you use your blades, and here's how you do your magic. And we were intentionally looking to get a very irritating, annoying little Tinkerbell-like voice. And what was going to happen is right when he stepped out of the ship after this Hydra, she would just get slaughtered. She would just get absolutely killed by the zombies and stuff. And I thought it would just be kind of a neat little twist on the typical sort of Nintendo Zelda, kind of RPG. Here's your little buddy, and they'd travel with you throughout the whole game. And we were going to introduce that and pretty much kill it violently within the first 5 minutes of gameplay. And we were worried that the tone, as cool as I think it still is and funny as I think it still is, I didn't want people to think we were making like a parody or a satire, and so we kind of killed it, and that was that. But I still think that's a really cool idea. So it was really important, right from the very beginning of the first level, that we had some kind of puzzle. I mean, this isn't like some kind of deep cerebral puzzle coming up, but I wanted to make it clear that the game really was a mix of the combat and some exploration and some puzzle solving, and So this was sort of our first puzzle in the game that functions both as a sort of a training mode where you're learning how to charge up and kick items around, as well as sort of trying to figure out, that you have to sort of use that mechanic in order to get the box across the deck. I don't remember where it came from, but I definitely love this idea of, the ability to sort of kick these draggable objects, because I think that's sort of the bane of a lot of adventure action game players, is sort of these draggable box puzzles, and I think they serve their function. I mean, there's only so many ways you can communicate a puzzle with the limited buttons on a controller for a console. But I think it was really cool that we came up with the idea of sort of a way to drag it a lot faster. And at the same time, I think it really speaks to the main character, where he doesn't have the patience to kind of drag this box Tomb Raider style all over the place. He's just going to kick the damn thing. And I think that that really comes through in this puzzle and sort of in this mechanic, which I love. I love that idea of, where gameplay mechanics really aren't just fun mechanics, but they also sort of end up being, sort of things that speak to the character themselves. So the idea of mixing mechanics and character development is a really neat avenue of game design. And we certainly didn't do a lot of it here. It's really, really hard. And we had our other priorities, just making the game fun. But I think the fact that we even got a little bit of it in this, and we'll hopefully do it more in future games and maybe even future God of War games, I think is really, really cool. So this is the first magic door, and I'm really, really happy that I think these turned out really well. From the voice actor, I love the voice actor of Poseidon. I love the fact, just sort of in the story and in the vibe of the game, that all of these classic Greek gods are able to show up and sort of have little cameos. I think it helps ground it in the Greek mythology. That whole idea of just going to a little netherworld and seeing Kratos get these powers and things. You see that in a lot of other games, and I just went to the guys and I said, hey, let's do that, and base it more in Greek mythology. And you kind of make these requests, and you kind of figure, well, everybody else does it, let's just do it. And God, those things took forever. We had one guy on those god doors for months and months and months, making the effects and making the lip sync, and it's just, I think it added a great deal of production value. But it's a pain. It's a pain to do a lot of the stuff that it doesn't look like a pain when you play it, but it turns out to be. As you can see now, I mean, this is what, hopefully when you've played the game, the animation here looks a lot better. This is, these are animatics, or a little bit further than animatics, just that we use to sort of test the ideas out and get the pacing and get the shot. So it's kind of cool that you kind of get to see the progression, because, I mean, these movies started with little block rig characters, and it progressed to this, and then finally what's in the game. And it takes a lot of imagination to, remind yourself that, or to envision what it's really going to look like, because you see this kind of stuff for months on end, and you're just like, oh man, this game's never going to come together. And then one day, the file comes in from the animator and everything's done, and you're like, oh my God, it feels real. It feels like a real game. So that's really, really cool. So this is the first boss battle. Even when we took this out on the press tour a couple of weeks ago, they were like, man, some of the magazines and websites were like, do you think it, obviously, as you can see, this is really early. We've got the boss bars and bugs everywhere, but you get the idea. But they were like, do you think it makes sense to open the first level with all of this sort of crazy fighting and bosses and stuff from the first level? And, I don't know. I think, the plan is to tune it in such a way that beginner players are going to be able to get through it, but they're still going to get a real sort of adrenaline rush out of it. This idea, the whole, Hydra battle, was again designed wanting the player to get the sense that the game wasn't just pure hack and slash, but there was some thinking involved and there were some puzzles involved. And I really like this idea of, these guys not letting you up the mast and you needing to sort of explore the environment to figure out that you're going to have to pin them down to the deck with these giant anchors in order to progress. And the idea that right off the bat, the first level of the game, that we're really setting up for the player that, you can't just whack your way through this game. There are some sections, of course, where you can, but there's more to that, and there's more to it than that. And so I think this is a really cool boss battle, at least the beginning of the boss battle.
stations. Camille, get in front of the Archimon. The Rick Diaz team will split and take the flanks.
I understand. Zeta Gundam, Camille, let's do it!
We've infiltrated Green Noah 1. Destroy the enemy mobile suits. Mission accomplished! Mission accomplished! Please return! Prepare to attack the Federation headquarters in Jaburo! Destroy the enemy mobile suits! accomplished! Mission accomplished. Please return. Intercept the enemy at Kennedy Spaceport. Destroy the enemy. It's closing! Almost there! Left! Left! Mission accomplished! Mission accomplished. Please return.
Silicone, kill to the bone. I think I'm alive. tracks are floating.
Don't tell me we gotta climb up that thing.
No worries. I'll take you to the top.
Who's there?
LeBlanc! Remember that name well, loves.
Ah, the thief.
Whatever do you need? Ugh, that's what I hate about amateurs.
Maybe she'll go away if we ignore her.
I heard that. Just as I was saying, amateurs, they have no concept of what it takes to be a true spear hunter.
Amateurs, weren't you following us?
Following? A mere coincidence.
You was right, boss, as always.
Indeed, following them has paid off splendidly.
Laugh while you can.
Them again?
Stand in my way, and I'll cut you down.
Time to teach you a thing or two about black magic. Burn! All right.
And this is the thanks I get for going easy on you.
Who does she think she is?
She's getting hurt. No problem.
Once I get a mic in my hands, it's all over. my kind of weapon. Who wants some?
What? Would you stop staring?
We'd run into something like this.
It comes. Hi there, creepy clown.
What is it?
It's an Aeon! An Aeon!
You must stop! You want to get killed? We have no choice. Fight! You have to!
Let the spirits guide me.
All right. Ready? Let's go, Lloyd.
Karg, you can do it.
Right. Let's begin. You're showing a lot of improvement.
Hang on. We're not finished yet. How's that?
Well done.
lived in peace with the spirits. But a divine ruler with an evil heart appeared, and he used the power of science to try to rule the world. However, many brave people stood up against this ruler. Borrowing the power of the spirits, they defeated the evil ruler, and they sealed his body inside an ark. Do you know what an ark is? It's like a box that holds mysterious power.
Wow. So the bad guys always lose, right?
Well, the divine ruler came back to life thousands of years later to take his revenge for being imprisoned for so long.
Really? Then what happened?
Coming back to life and escaping from the Ark, the divine ruler had taken a very strange form, one never seen before on this earth. And then he tried to destroy the world. However, there appeared a great hero and a holy mother who carried on the will of all those brave souls of the past, and they stood up to fight this evil divine ruler. It was a long and fierce battle, but in the end, they defeated the divine ruler and sealed him in the Ark once more. However, as a result of all this, the world was badly scarred, and the spirits disappeared from the face of the earth. But something else appeared in their place, beings called Deimos. Humans and Deimos loathed each other, and this led to fierce confrontation. In time, the world was divided in two, with humans living in one half and Deimos in the other. And eventually, it became strictly forbidden for humans and Deimos to associate with one another.
All right, who's first? How's that?
Let's go!
All right, who's first? Yeah! Too slow. Oh! Prepare yourself. Come on! Card! You, huh? Hiya!
Paulette!
Oh! Oh!
Got it! We're gonna win this!
Remember, teamwork.
Ha!
Ha! I'll take that. You, huh? Hiya! Ha! Yeah! Ugh! Take it easy, huh?
Forget it! Too slow! Die! You never had a chance!
All right, who's first? Hiya! Ha! Yeah!
Strong.
Oh!
I can still fight. Got it! I'll never give up. Ha! I feel the strength.
All right, who's first? Hiya! Felt good, huh? Ugh!
I can still fight. Ha! You never had a chance.
doesn't.
Yeah, I'm here to kill Mr. Fukushima.
See, I told you, this is real.
You ready? Bring it.
Round one. Fight!
Introducing the Logitech Cordless Action Controller for the PlayStation 2 computer entertainment system. With no cords, flawless response from up to 30 feet, and 50 hours of battery life. You can get away from the cord and into the game. Bring the Logitech Cordless Controller into your living room and play hard.
Rated E for everyone.